Okay. I still have those braids in from yesterday. I just kept it because I'm working tonight and then I'm off tomorrow, but I just wanted to talk about my sister. I've been trying to get some time to go and see her, and I guess there is a party for my other sister's. She's taking care of my cousin's baby, and they're having a party, and I'm thinking what I should do is just bring my kids, to my sister Lorenz, and then be with Alberta for the day. I have some things I need to bring her and stuff. As some of you know, Alberta has cancer. She, years ago, knew she had a lump. For whatever reason, ignored it, didn't get it checked out for a while, according to my mother. And I don't know why. I didn't know about this. No, I didn't. So many things I think that would be different if I was closer and therefore more involved, but whatever, doesn't matter. I felt the same way like about her when she was giving birth to her daughter, her only child, and her hips was so narrow, the baby was not going to come out, and it took them days. Like, there was so many people around, and I don't know why, who or what made me feel like this. If it was the father, or I don't know, I just didn't feel appropriate. I didn't feel it would be appropriate for me to like take control and say, don't give her a decision, get the baby out. Like, that's what I normally would have done. Because the doctors were like asking Alberta what she wanted to do, and she couldn't decide. She, indecisiveness. And I was just dying, going, what the fuck are you doing? Get the baby out now. But it took days. So I just was quiet, watching her suffer for days. I don't know, 3 days. Finally, the doctors decided she had to have a C-section, and they told her she could bring one person. She had some choices. One person. She immediately, without hesitation, said, Marissa. If that tells you anything. So, anyway, God, this is hard. I don't want to start crying because I have to go to work. All right, so she found out she had breast cancer. She didn't take all the treatments available. She didn't take the medication she was supposed to take once that treatment was over, along with a bunch of other things I won't even get into. Really painful stuff to talk about. Now, it's in her bones, eating away at her bones. She's got a hole in her bones. It hurts to move. It's the medication she is taking makes her swell up, and obviously there's side effects. And hold on, I gotta. Okay, so Alberta, honestly, I don't know if she's really into this right now the way she was at the time. For a while, she was not having an easy time with things and just going through some difficulties. And I did my best. I mean, I did what I could, but could I have done better? I'm sure. I'm not gonna put that on myself. Just the point is, she had this really strong belief that whatever we go through, whatever happens to us, our whole lives, we create it. Like, whether we know it or not, we call every single thing that we go through to ourselves. Like, for instance, that police officer who stopped someone, and then while he was standing there, a truck lost a wheel and it killed him. She said he called that to himself. I mean, I guess to a degree I could agree with some of that theory, but not the way she did. I don't believe. How can we control? we can't control other people. And I just think there's more to it. But she strongly believed in that shit. And she also constantly wished for death. All the time. I still have like some recordings of that, of her saying that, or messages. I do. I mean, she constantly said she wanted to be dead. It was very hard to hear. It was very hard to try to get her out of it. I mean, and I get it. But just, oh man. Knowing that she believed so strongly and that you call to yourself what you want, and then doing that to herself, and then she gets can't. It's like, oh my God, and she has said that. She's like, I know. I think she's like expressed some remorse about it to a degree. And her main thing is she doesn't want to hurt the family by her loss, especially my mother. Because my mother, if any one of you know my mother, if there's one way you had to describe my mother in one word, the best word would be afraid. That would be the word. There's nothing she's not afraid of. In other words, she's literally afraid of everything. Even things that, like, there is no need to be afraid of. I'm not even going to get into that. Anyways, this has made my mother just not okay. Really not okay. And I mean, and she's consumed with it. And I mean, I'm not trying to say that that's not right or anything, but okay, here's my deal. When my sister said she wanted me in there with her for Jaden to be born, it's because she knew that I wouldn't make her afraid. That I would be able to help her not be afraid. Because, you know, when you're like freaking out and afraid and like losing your mind, it can rub off on people, especially, you know, your kids and whatever. What I'm trying to say is, more than anything for my sister right now, oh God, I'm sorry. I mean, obviously I want her health, I want her to feel content, and I want her to be healthy and all those wonderful things. But I really don't want her to be afraid. I don't want her to be afraid. And I know she doesn't have to be afraid. I know that. But when you're facing death, especially so young, of course you're going to be afraid. But, oh God. I really, my mother is taking care of my sister with barely anything. My mother does not have a lot, you know. She doesn't have a lot of money, very little. She doesn't drive. She doesn't have much, but whatever she has, she's gonna give it, and she's giving it. She's giving that and more to my sister, and the only thing I don't want her to give her is fear. And I'm afraid of that happening. Like, I really don't want Alberta to have 1 ounce of fear. God, this is such a hard subject. I know everything I talk about is sad. You know, it is what it is. But what I want to ask from anyone who watches this is if you would pray for my sister and pray for her to be calm and have no fear. And obviously for her continued health, for her health to increase, for everything she needs. Another thing that's really difficult for me right now, my son Jesse has been living with her, and you know, it's been somewhat of a comfort in ways for her and a help to her in ways, and he's leaving, which I can't, you know, he's in his 30s, this will be his first apartment on his own, he needs to live his life and so forth and so on. I'm not trying to, I get it, but I don't want her to be alone. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I can't do it. I can't. I have these children and I'm an hour away. If I could move her here some way and get her comfortable here, I would do that, but I just don't have the capability to do that right now. Anyways, if you can, if you will, please send you some prayers, send us some prayers. That's all really. And thank you. And I don't know. I'm trying to rack my brain for some ideas. If anyone has any like ideas or advice, that I probably not, but I have to put it out there. You know, that'd be awesome. Anyways, I think, did I say this already? Might have, about Sunday. I'm gonna see her Sunday. I'm sorry. I'm like, woo! I'm not sorry. See? What a bad habit. Habits can be broken. They absolutely can. Alright, thanks for the prayers.